That's not English, Brian. It's German.
So what I told you is true, from a certain point of view.
We're back. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to A Certain Point of View on a Monday evening. I know it was only a week off, but it was actually 2 weeks off for me. I wasn't on the show before we took the Memorial Day break. The inmates were holding down the prison at that point.
Yeah.
I got it back under control.
Did
We're
you
good
watch
to go.
that at all?
No, I did not. I was afraid.
Oh, you just see how we started.
No,
just
I
watch
don't-
the.
No, I don't know
It's
if I want
just
to.
silence. We're like,
No, so what happened was it you that told me that
I told you you were hosting.
and I didn't hear that, and so we both. So it just pans to the three of us like this, and it's just like this.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
And I was just like, well, that was great.
Not surprised whatsoever. Yeah, no, I took a break that week. I don't know what I was doing, but then
I
we
forget.
took last week
just go
off.
with golfing.
I definitely wasn't golfing. I think I might have been
that's
doing. I think I might have did. Gabby, why am I not surprised?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I think I was probably doing some baby stuff or something with Gab.
Probably.
Yeah, when we took last week off from Memorial Day, I know Memorial Day, not everyone across the world celebrates it, but it's something pretty big here for, obviously the US of A. As you can see, Molly's on here tonight. She is off gallivanting with Alex once again. They are in Yellowstone.
Speaking of
enjoying their
US
time
of
off.
A,
They're on a little bit of a vacation. She'll be back with us next week. And then for anything Patreon, that is coming our way as well. Super fun show we have tonight. Obviously, Little Mermaid came out last weekend or 2 weeks ago now, and we're gonna rank the live action Disney movies. And there's 21 of them. It might be a shock to a lot of you, but there's actually 21 of them ever since like 1994 and maybe even before. So there's a lot of them we're gonna get through, rank them, do a tier ranking, talk our way through it. Can't wait to do it with you guys in the chat as well, and then hopefully have time get to some Reddit posts a little bit towards the end of the show. So let's go and see how the crew is doing today. Jill, it's Monday. The weekend is over. How you doing today?
Good. It was my what did we do this weekend? It was my cousin's 18th birthday / graduation party.
oh my god,
So that was fun but weird because I don't like the fact that my baby cousin is now 18 years old.
Yeah, I went through that a little while ago. That's
Yeah, I don't like
weird.
it. I don't
weird.
like it.
Actually, fun fact, Jill, not really a fun fact, but one of my closest cousins is graduating college like in 2 weeks or 2 weeks or something.
Oh, jeez.
Like,
Don't you
why?
hate that? You're like, God.
Why?
And like, I was talking to my uncle and I was like, I feel so old. He was like, yeah, imagine how I feel. It's like,
yeah, I know. I've got the little baby cousins that you used to like take care of getting married, and it's like
thanks, I hate it. Yeah.
great.
And also, it is Pride, so I am making an effort to wear some kind of
I forgot.
LGBTQ shirt for every
Star
POV.
Wars.
So I've got
Good
my
day.
not a phase,
That's
phase bisexual shirt. I got more on the docket throughout the month, so I got some new ones that I'm excited to wear.
I don't know
So
if I brought anything.
Happy Pride to all my LGBTQIA plus friends out there. But yeah, just chilling, working, going to Disneyland on Wednesday.
Of course.
Always. Well, it's the last day I can go before my pass is blocked out for the summer.
I'm
So-
going to my Disneyland on
They
Tuesday.
block it
or
for
Wednesday.
the whole summer.
My pass is blocked for the whole summer. I don't have the best of passes. So my pass. Where are you going? You're going golfing. I'm imagining that's what your Disney is. Yeah, you're going golfing. So yeah, not doing.
Good guess. Good.
I
guess.
know
Oh,
you.
please!
so well.
It's obvious.
It's not that easy to choose. There's a couple of my Disneyland versions out there.
I know you so well.
Disneyland for you is either golfing.
So I
The
say there's a
movie-
couple of them.
The
There's a
movies
couple.
took a major hit, so that one, I don't know.
Nothing.
Golfing, I think, is
Every
pretty
Wednesday with my
safe.
dad, so I have an excuse. It's with my dad.
Oh, that's fun.
You go to Disneyland with your mom, right, Jill?
I'll go with my mom. Yeah.
See? I go with my dad. See, it's
And the first thing my mom said when I called her today, she was like, "We're going to Disney Wednesday." I said, "Yeah." She's like, "Do you want to try and get reservations for Trader Sam's so we can get some drinks?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Nice.
Trader Sam's. Where?
It's
and
the
what is
it's the
that?
tiki bar. It's the tiki bar in the Disneyland Hotel.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
We get with our round, we get a free drink ticket, which is cool.
Oh, fancy!
So,
I just spent $15 for my drinks.
yeah, my dad gets a John Daly, and I just get a beer, which is cool. So
I
You
don't
don't
know.
bring
A
a
beer for
cooler?
golfing?
absolutely. What the
I
hell?
mean-
So are they gonna drink shots?
Well, I feel I
Done
would
that before too. I mean,
get all
that's what cart girls are for.
I would get all bloated and I wouldn't want to like move.
No,
If I'm
I'm not really like a seltzer drinker.
Seltzer, I think would be like perfect.
Your bachelor party, my hard sodas were.
I drink them. I'm not saying I don't drink them, but I don't really like.
It's not your preference.
I drink a beer and beer on the golf course. Like
I don't know what happened at your bachelor party that made those beers freeze because they were in the fridge, but like they turned into slushies.
Ooh.
Hard soda slushies it was
Ooh.
bomb.
Tasty.
I remember to a certain point, and then
Yum.
Brian doesn't remember because he went.
and then I remember I started whooping ass towards the end in some golf. So
I started whooping ass.
and I think I played the next weekend, and then I haven't played since.
That's fair.
Tracks.
Brian, how about you? How are you doing?
Good. Chilling. Summer vacation. Doing nothing a lot of the time.
Best thing with summer vacations, doing
Uh-huh.
absolutely nothing.
Trying to catch up on as many movies as I can and shows and things that I wanted to finish. I went to a double feature of Spider-Verse, and then immediately after finally got to see Super Mario. That movie was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
I hear really good things about it. I
It
hear
was
it's a lot of
pretty
fun.
funny, not gonna lie. I was pleasantly surprised. But yeah, other than that, and then I finished the Duggar doc last night.
I'm watching it with Sean.
It is terrifying, and I may or may not have started the Handmaid's Tale because of that last night.
The Handmaid's Tale is fantastic.
I know. It's just one of those shows that like you just kind of like you're like, oh, I need to watch that.
How far into it are you?
I literally just watched one episode.
She's a Scientologist, though. Don't you find that like really ironic?
It's really weird.
Elizabeth Moss?
She's a Scientologist. Isn't that like ironic that her who plays that character is a Scientologist?
She's probably why she plays that character. Brian, just prepare yourself. That show is very, very difficult to watch at times. It does not shy away from any kind of series. Shut up.
Well, yeah, the first episode alone, I was just like, oh
yeah, dude, it gets worse. It gets worse.
I'm sure. Yeah. So I don't know. I'll bounce around. I'm almost done with Avatar. We'll see. I need to do Yellow Jackets. Although everyone's saying season 2 kind of was poo-poo, and that kind of turned me off of it.
It wasn't crap at all.
Oh, was it? Okay. I heard a couple people say it was not.
It was just slower. Those people don't understand what they're talking about.
Okay, good. Good to know that.
I'm the person to talk to about TV, clearly. Okay. I watch all of it, so.
You do. I know. I did like 4 episodes or 3 or 4 episodes of Succession, and it just did this for me.
You just don't understand. You just don't understand it. That's all.
Maybe, is it one of those ones where it's like get through a little bit and then it gets better, or is it just?
It is.
Okay. It
ended so wildly. Like, I could spend a half hour talking about it, but
I'm literally like making a list of like shows that I'm trying to. I actually kind of want to start New Girl.
It's so good.
You're
gonna make me talk about TV the entire show.
I'm sorry. There's
television.
New Girl. I'll just say this because Gab and I watched New Girl for the first time last year.
Mm-hmm.
It just left Netflix, but I think it's on Hulu now. It's my favorite 30-minute sitcom of all time, hands down. It trumps that 70s show. Okay. And I don't put it in the same category as Boy Meets World because Boy Meets World's like a younger generation, but it's perfect.
Yeah, it's been one of my friends has been like, "You start watching it yet? No. You start watching it yet? No." So he's like breaking my will, if you will.
Yeah, it's wild. It's
So.
wild.
How are you, Jake?
I'm good. Honestly, I'm a little tired today. The weekend caught up with me a little bit the past couple of days. Been doing a lot of stuff around the house. Obviously preparing.
Are you helping Gabby film her outfits of the day?
I see those pop up on my TikTok, and I'm like,
editing.
what we wearing today?
I'm doing the editing for her. So
well,
the last one was adorable.
Yeah, I edit them. I told her.
Yeah,
I told her to add the dog, so that's on me.
It was Prime. So cute. I love Ray's just like,
she's like, hello,
I want to be in this.
Yeah. Love
me. Which she's watching Gabby shoot your TikTok for today. Yeah, no, I'm
What's Gabby's Twitter or TikTok handle?
She has some weird number. I don't know. Look for it.
Is it Gabrielle?
She has some wacky, it's like 97 or something at the end. I don't know. Anyway.
I'm trying to help you out, Gabs.
Yeah, we not fully
drop it in the chat, Gabby.
Not fully finished, but we are almost finished with the nursery. Did painting, did building, built the crib. I did a ton of yard work. I basically chopped down a tree. I was tired. Like, and it was the best today because one of my other coworkers wasn't there today. He went camping with his family over the weekend, and I was the only one on my side of the office, so it was dead quiet all day long. It was so nice.
Oh, I was gonna say
it was like so nice, and
usually I love and I hate that at the same time.
Well, usually I have like my headphones in, like watching something, whether it be like a TV show or I'll watch like golf YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Today, I just put it on one of my monitors and let the volume go. I was just enjoying life. Nice. It was so nice and quiet.
Nice.
And it was the perfect day to do so after like the long weekend that I had. So it was it was good. I'm good.
Good.
So.
Good.
That's nice. That's very nice.
Good.
All right. Well, let's get into this because we have 21 movies. As something just beeped in my background. We have 21 movies to get to.
Washing machine?
For this. No, it's not going right now. This Disney live action ranking. And before we do so, I want to bring up Mr. Tim Sims' comment. Thank you, Tim, so much for the super chat. Greatly appreciated. You guys can leave a super chat with your questions or comments or hit that Streamlabs link. So Tim leaves with all the Disney remakes so far. How do you feel about them being made? One content creator saw said that she refuses to watch The Little Mermaid because she refuses to give money to the non-original Disney remake machine. Jill, I'll let you start this one off. Thoughts?
I don't mind the live action remakes, especially because like they redo it for like today's generation. So like, for example, if they had made like a lot, like back in my day, it would be like them making like a live action like Great Mouse Detective or like something like that. If that was made back in my day, more people might have seen that movie. You know, which it's a great movie. Go watch The Great Mouse Detective if you haven't. But I don't mind it. The Moana one is interesting just because it's so new.
That's kind of where I'm like.
Mm-hmm.
I would need to give it like at least like a 20-year gap.
I say 10 to 15.
I'd be okay with 20 personally.
20, I think 20 is like the good thing. I wish they would do more. What I do wish they would do is not so much if like they're like global phenomenon blockbusters like the Beauty and the Beast and the Little Mermaid and the Lion King. Like I want them to do the obvious ones. I want them to do and we've always talked about this, the Treasure Planet, the Atlantis, the more like not as popular films that would make
as someone that hasn't seen Treasure Planet, would that be a good one for live action?
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes.
Please, Brian, you're really gonna ask that question? While
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The dude surfs in the sky, Brian.
Mm.
And there's aliens and flying ships and gold and anyway, go on. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is it a pirate hunting type thing?
Yeah.
Well, it's based off of Treasure Island. Like the book.
But it's like a futuristic
pirates.
alien, like.
But it's the same thing.
Yeah,
That's
it's
Treasure.
cool.
It's Treasure Island. But
Treasure Island in space with aliens and planets.
Kind of cool.
it's cool. It's really a good one. So like that's kind of my big thing with it. So
I'm with you,
obviously,
Gabs.
yeah. I've never. What did Gabby say? Never seen it either. Yeah.
Mhm.
She won't give it the time of day, unfortunately.
It's fine. But that's my thing with it is that I think they should focus more on the less successful Disney films. I'm echoing. I think I'm better now. I think they should focus more on the less successful Disney films than like the big blockbusters. But I'ma still see them. They're still gonna get my money. So
yeah, I agree. I think I agree for the most part. I'm okay with them remaking them, and especially if there's a time gap. Like the Moana one doesn't make sense to me. I'm not like I'm gonna go see it, of course. Like I'm gonna support it, but I don't. It just doesn't. The movie came out in 2016. Like it's 7 years old.
It's not even 10 years yet. Yeah,
7 years old. Like a lot of movies. Like okay, here's an example: the Alice in Wonderland movies. There was 6 years between those two movies. Like you're gonna make a remake after just having the anyway. I'm okay with remakes, but I would appreciate if the remakes take liberties from the originals.
I was gonna say if they elaborate more on the story and if they do additions with it,
and that's why I think, and I'll just say this now, and we'll get into it, but I think Aladdin is still the best of all of them because it was slightly different. And I also think that Mulan gets a little bit of a bad rap because it is so different, but that's why I like it so much. And that's not for everybody. I get it. But I think it just, they need to be able to veer a little bit. We have those movies. We don't need the exact same movie over again if we can just go to Disney Plus and watch the original animated movie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I haven't seen The Little Mermaid yet, so I don't know how much alike or similar or exact it really is. But I'm okay with the remakes if one, there's a gap. If two, it's different from the original. I don't need that same one. I think that's why everyone considers The Lion King as kind of a failure, is because it's literally a beat by beat remake of the original.
Yeah.
And the original is my all-time favorite animated movie, hands down. But because it's so similar, like you can paste them over the top, for the most part, they're almost identical. And
they got rid of the best song, which is
that too, and that's kind of where that taking liberties is kind of wishy-washy, right? Like, does it work or doesn't work? Does it not work? Like in that instance, it didn't work. But in the instance of something like Aladdin, where Jasmine had that new song of hers, it crushed, right?
So good.
Like it's the liberties.
Beauty and the Beast.
Evermore.
And I've heard that the one in Little Mermaid's pretty good.
It's so good. It's a bomb.
Really
it's so good.
So there's definitely instances where it works. There's definitely instances where it doesn't work. It does seem like when they add things, it works, but when they take things away, it doesn't work. I don't know. I mean, I'm okay with them as long as they're not pumping them out like crazy and not so frequently and not exact. Like I don't need the exact same thing over again. And that's why I hope that Moana is a little different. Because there are a lot of things in that movie you can't do in a live action movie because it is animation.
Yeah.
And like you, Jill, I do wish that they would do more of the unknown, not the unknown ones, but the smaller ones that kind of get lost in the fold, just because movies like that deserve to be pushed up, especially if they have a major cult following like Atlantis and Treasure Planet. Black Cauldron is one of them. I mean, there's tons of them. Disney World is gigantic. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
The one I would be curious about to see if it would work well would be Sword in the Stone.
I think that movie would crush.
You could do that. I don't know if it would crush, but it's definitely one that they could really
have Guy Ritchie do another medieval movie of Sword in the Stone. He already did one with Charlie Hunnam. Bring Charlie Hunnam back for this version and crush it again.
I'd be curious to see if that one would work.
As Brian, long as they keep Madam Mim, that's the thing. They still have to keep.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little bit like more picky, I guess, with certain ones. Like some of them, I'm just kind of like, that doesn't. Why? Like
What are you doing? Yeah.
Lady and the Tramp. I was kind of just like, honestly, here's my big thing. If there are no humans in it, it doesn't need to be done at all. If there's not a single human, so like Lion King doesn't need to be done.
I don't know if I would go that far, just because I'm a big fan of like Homeward Bound, and like they're just animals. Their mouths don't move, but it's just a voiceover. But like if they did that same thing where it's like the animals, like, and not animated.
Yeah, but that wasn't animated. I'm talking like a drawn movie.
So Brian, you're saying
Jungle Book doesn't work.
No, Jungle Book has Mowgli.
But literally
one human person.
So Brian,
the story revolves around the human, not the animals.
So Brian, you're saying that there should have never been a remake to The Lion King.
I don't think so, personally.
Interesting.
I kind of don't. I don't see the purpose. Like
I don't disagree.
It's literally all they did was take the animation and upgrade it.
I mean, to be fair, there are very, very few movies in the Disney Vault that are strictly non-humans.
Do you have a list? I'm trying.
Not an exact list.
I'm trying to even think.
One is Bambi. One is Bambi.
Okay, that does not need to be made into live action.
No.
You have, I mean, I don't remember, but the Aristocats, I imagine.
The villain is a guy.
Yeah, so okay, so again, The Lion King, Bambi,
I think that Great Mouse Detective.
Very, very minimal. I mean,
they could just do a Sherlock Holmes movie and just call it The Great Detective.
Yeah, I think Brian, and I don't know if you're mixing this in or not, but a lot of Pixar movies are non-human related.
No,
yes, the old lady jumps him off in the middle of a forest, Brian. Yes, there are.
I saw that movie once and immediately said, "No, we're never."
You're like, we're good. I don't need to see this anymore. I don't.
Yeah,
need to,
that movie is literally in a locked vault.
I don't need to suffer heartbreak again.
No,
there's very few. I mean, I guess it depends on how you would tell the story, but Robin Hood, kind of based on human characters, but they're all animals.
They're humanoid animals. I wouldn't even really consider them. I wouldn't consider them animals. Like they're humanoid.
Yeah, so you would essentially just have to decide if you're telling that story with them being human or if you are telling them as humanoid animals.
I don't know. I just think it's very
DuckTales.
I would love DuckTales. As long as they don't look like OG Howard the Duck.
Dude, give me Howard the Duck DuckTales movie.
Oh God, that's
I'm talking like the original one, not the Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's nightmare fuel. Good Lord.
I would love it.
I don't know. I just think it's very case by case on certain things. I don't think any of the Pixar movies need to be touched ever.
Pixar's the company that has pretty much there's a large part of non-human movies.
I would say honestly, the only ones you could maybe get away with on Pixar is like Up.
Up would be cute.
I honestly don't think you do Incredibles because then it's just another superhero movie.
Exactly. They won't ever do Incredibles.
Mm-mm.
And you don't touch Toy Story because then that would just be weird.
You should do A Bug's Life.
Don't put it into the ether because watch 2 years from now we're gonna get the announcement.
A Bug's Life could be interesting. I would be.
A Bug's Life would be like Lion King though.
It's all animals.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would be kind of slightly curious on A Bug's Life. Cars obviously doesn't
Could
work.
you imagine a live action Cars?
That would be terrifying.
Gross.
Yeah. A live action Meet the Robinsons.
That I wouldn't want a live action Meet the Robinsons. The animation gives it just that certain amount of charm that I think
but it could work.
Can do. It could, they shouldn't.
Yeah. Oh my God, a remake of WALL-E. We're Pixar. We need to talk about Disney. We're talking about Disney. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hold on, we're bringing it back. We're bringing it back.
Sorry. Could you imagine a live WALL-E?
A live action
My
WALL-E.
heart would melt.
Bring it back. Let's get to the ranking because we have 21 live action.
This is the last one because I started. Also, we have Geo's thing. I say it's been long enough for this, even though it was 2009.
It's been long enough for that.
I've never seen it, so I don't know.
See, okay, that's my thing with this movie. For whatever reason, she's a known character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people know who she is, but there are a lot of people that haven't seen the movie. Like,
And that's why they stopped making 2D animation, people, because no one saw it, which is sad.
That one is very interesting to me because everyone knows who Tiana is for the most part, even without seeing the movie.
Maybe I'll watch it tonight.
Watch it tonight.
It's a fantastic movie.
It's so good.
It's really good.
You're gonna want beignets and gumbo when you're done with it, though. So
well, then I definitely can't watch it.
Eat first. Eat before you watch it.
I think that movie would do extremely well in live action.
Well, the thing is that 90% of it is all animals. That's the issue.
Oh, that's true. That's right.
So, I'm reeling us back in. Okay, guys.
Thank you.
Reeling us back in. All right.
Could be weird.
Disney live action movie ranking. Again, we have 21 of these. This is the list. So we have both Dalmatian movies, the Aladdin remake, both Alice in Wonderland movies, Beauty and the Beast, Christopher Robin, Cinderella, Cruella, Dumbo, 2 Jungle Book movies. There was one in 1994, and then the 2016 version, Lady and the Tramp, The Lion King, both Maleficents, The Little Mermaid, Mulan, Peter and Wendy, the most recent one. The Peter Pan movies that were made before this one were non-Disney. This is the Disney remake. Then you have Pete's Dragon and Pinocchio. A lot of super recent ones. I mean, 2 from
Little Mermaid on this list?
Yes, it is. I see it. Okay. 2 from like the last 6 months. You have Peter Pan and Wendy and Pinocchio. A lot of really, really recent movies. What we're gonna do is the ones we haven't seen. If there's one specifically that none of us have seen, which we can flat out say it right now, none of us have seen Pete's Dragon. It will stay below. It'll just stay below. We're gonna put everything else up above and go from there. So,
but we want you guys to tell us if we haven't seen it.
Yeah, you guys can
in the chat have. You guys tell us if we should see these movies or if we should just pass it and not waste our time.
Honestly, they could probably pick where it should be. I'd be kind of curious to see where people would put the movie that we haven't seen.
We're changing the colors.
You just decided.
Green is number 1. Why would it be red at number 1? Why is red number 1?
You made it.
No, that's a default from tier making. Red at number 1. It's freaking.
I support that color change. We're good. All right, let's go.
All right, 101 Dalmatians. Because I have 2 little sisters, this movie was on all the time.
Same, Jake. My sister and my mom.
The time, and I thoroughly enjoy.
I love this movie.
It's great.
Glenn Close is so good as Cruella.
Oh, she's iconic. She's iconic as that character.
It's great.
There's a reason they didn't touch Cruella for many years.
Long time.
Honestly, yeah. I would be okay putting this in the A tier if I'm being honest.
I was gonna say A tier. Okay. I was gonna say A.
We're so millennials. We are such. All right, 102 Dalmatians.
I'm gonna give this one a C+.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
I don't think it was necessary.
Yeah, I don't think it was necessary either. So I guess for that reason, I'll agree with you, Jill. Probably in the C tier.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, upper C tier though.
I mean, how many of these movies keep like 103 Dalmatians, 105 Dalmatians?
Yeah.
Like, what can you really do? You know.
Basically, all they did was add a parrot and a spotless dog.
Yeah, pretty much.
Aladdin, I said it earlier, number 1 for me. Don't know where you guys stand.
I would put this, so how I'm doing it is for the S tier, I'm putting it if I liked it 100%, not 100% more, but if I liked it better than the original, I'm putting it in the S tier. Ooh. That's what I'm going to be doing.
Okay.
Oh my God, that's
in
complete
that
opposite.
So because of that, I'm going to put Aladdin at like A+.
Well, I have S because I still haven't decided if I like this one or The Little Mermaid better for best.
Okay, so I guess in this, since it is
you could put, you don't have to put one in, you could put multiple in S if you liked it better than the original. Then, but yeah,
we're 2-1 on her anyways, Jake.
Okay, fair enough.
You can put an S.
It is my favorite. So
yeah, put an S.
Alice in Wonderland.
The original.
The original, 2010.
C.
Really?
Yeah, I was not a fan of these movies.
I honestly don't remember these movies.
I was not.
I don't think I ever saw the second one.
I didn't either. I honestly
think I saw half the second one.
Like, Like low B, high C.
I'd say low B, high C, but I mean,
I'm putting it
I
in
don't
C.
remember a lot of it. Like,
Yeah, honestly,
I'm putting
I
it
remember-
behind 102 Dalmatians.
I remember it being
yeah.
super weird.
Well, it's Tim Burton.
It's Tim, yeah, because it's Tim Burton. You know, like
I just, yeah.
I feel like I need to rewatch this as an adult because like when it came out, I think it was just too
we were
out
we were
there
in, we were
for
in
me.
high school or late.
I know,
high
but
school or
still, it was
graduated,
just
like,
it was too like it was just too weird.
I
I
you
need
know
to
I'm gonna
rewatch it.
I'm gonna say
I'm-
low like end low B, like low.
That's what I was thinking
All right,
when I
fine.
was low B.
Now the second one,
D.
I've never saw it, so Jill can have it.
I watched like half of it and I was like, I can't watch this anymore.
all right, there we go. Beauty and the Beast.
S tier.
Same.
I like it better than the
Ooh.
original because the
I
original
love it.
one never made me cry. Evermore made me sob like a child in the movie theater.
Adored Beauty and the Beast.
S tier.
I don't think it's
S-tier.
S tier, but you guys beat
Oh,
me, so
S
you
tier.
guys beat me, so it doesn't
Well,
matter.
okay, but where would you put it?
Where would you
though?
put it?
It's I don't know where all of the A's are going to be, but it'd be somewhere in the A's. I just don't know where because I'd have to see the others.
It's S tier. The casting was great. I know a lot of people had a problem with Emma Watson, but I thought she was really
No,
good.
she's
I loved
perfect.
her.
So
She's
good.
Yeah.
perfect, but
Like Gaston was perfectly cast.
so
like-
here's the question: are we putting it above Aladdin or below Aladdin?
I would go behind Aladdin.
I would go above Aladdin, but you guys like Aladdin more, so you could put it behind Aladdin.
Aladdin was just
okay,
blew my
Christopher
socks off.
Robin.
A.
I didn't see it.
I loved this movie.
I would put it low A, high B. So
I'm fine with high B. I'm fine with high B.
Well, I mean, Brian, you got to make a decision. You can't say both. Jill
I'm
said A.
fine with high B, low A.
I'm on.
I loved it. I got so much hate and I don't know why. It made me so happy.
Yeah, they shit all over it.
It was so cute. I don't know why people didn't like
Honestly,
it.
I'd probably put it high B. Like the top of the B's.
In front of
Whoa.
You broke it.
What just happened?
He broke it.
Apologies.
It's sure.
Here we go. All right.
I put it high B in front of Alice. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Cinderella. I
love
S tier. S tier in front of Aladdin.
I think this.
Oh no, S tier. Okay, no S tier behind.
Above Beauty and the Beast.
No, behind Beauty and the Beast. S tier
So
behind Beauty and the Beast.
it's funny. Minus
Brian
the
said
little.
A, so technically it would.
Well, so that's fine. I'm fine with that. So outside of the Little Mermaid, that's the most recent live action I've watched, and I hadn't seen.
That was like one of the first ones of the new age live action.
2015 was the first of the new age.
That's what I'm saying. So I had seen it when it came out, but I hadn't seen it since. And then it was on TV the other day, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch this." And I was just like, "Holy crap, this was
so good,
really good!"
So
like
it gets lost because it was so early. And they were originally supposed to do a spinoff with Richard Madden and his prince, but they didn't do it.
Oh, they should have.
They're gonna do the spinoff with the one white guy in Aladdin too. It's just where'd that go?
The one white guy? Who?
Yeah, the prince that came to try to marry Jasmine.
Oh, with Billy Magnuson.
Yeah. He's like, what? It's like, really? Nussbaum. That's what I was literally about to say. That Kate Winslet
so good.
Nailed Lady.
She was perfect in the role. Perfect.
All of them were. What's her?
Helena Bonham Carter as the
fairy godmother. It's so because like you would never think of putting Helena Bonham.
She ain't a fairy godmother, but she does it well.
She was so freaking good. You could tell she had so much goddamn fun being that role. It's just like because I am the y'all know me and my princess stuff. I cannot stand the original Cinderella. I think it's so like basic and low key, kind of like I don't know. I don't like it. I hate it.
Interesting.
Yeah, not a fan. But this made me love Cinderella. So because they gave her like a personality and they gave her character and they made her like she's kind of independent in the animated film, but not nearly to the point that she is in the live action. So
Yeah.
All right.
Cinderella was fantastic.
S tier. Yes.
Cruella.
I haven't seen this one. I know. I need to.
Jill.
I need to. I've heard great things.
Brian, I would put it behind 101 Dalmatians. I just don't know if it's going to be a A or a B movie. I'm kind of leaning towards like a high B, but I don't know where you stand.
I was kind of thinking behind 101.
Okay, so a low A. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with low A for now.
Yeah.
Okay. Dumbo.
Never saw it.
D.
I had a very, very hard time watching this movie, so I'm not really.
Sorry,
don't know.
Tim Burton. Tim Burton's not doing so well on this list.
The cast was there, but for whatever reason, it just did not work.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
The cast was there, visually stunning, but it just didn't work.
The original Jungle Book,
Never saw it.
1994.
I've never seen 1994.
Or I did like once when I was like.
That's kind of where
5.
I'm at. Like I think I saw it a very long time ago, but I'm okay leaving it below if you guys are.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
All right, Jungle Book 2016.
S tier.
S tier.
I
think it's brilliant.
I will
S tier.
I will abstain because I just don't like the Jungle Book in general. So I immediately just
Don't like
poo-poo
it.
on it. So you can just leave me out of it.
S
The
tier.
2016 Jungle Book is brilliant, but Jill, where do we put it? This is the big question.
Ooh, I'd put it behind Cinderella. Personally, it could either go behind Cinderella or behind Beauty and the Beast.
I will fight. I will jump back in the ring to make sure it's behind Cinderella.
I think it's
Jake, I'm
ahead of
surprised you're not-
Cinderella.
Jake,
I
I'm
think it's right
surprised.
there.
That's fine. I'll allow that.
Okay.
I like
Personally.
that they made I love that they made King Louis like the prehistoric orangutan. Like just even that minor change was just so freaking brilliant.
and Idris Elba as the tiger is just like
As Shere Khan.
oh, it's chef kiss. It's
I will say
Christopher
that.
Walken
good.
as King Louis was such an odd choice,
Scarlett
but it worked.
Johansson as
So-
the snake.
Scarlett Johansson as Caw.
Yeah, well,
was
and
really
that
fun.
puts it in the S tier alone. Let's be honest. It's the casting was
The
absolutely.
cast was great.
Jake,
Thirdly
did
good.
you like the movie Her?
I liked it just because of her.
Okay, that was my question. That was
It's literally
that was
just her
good.
voice for half the
That was
movie.
where I was going with it.
Lady and the Tramp.
I didn't see it.
haven't seen
Neither of you have seen it.
Mm-mm.
See, I don't
was-
think it's a D movie. I think it's a C movie. But I'm gonna put
You
it
could
behind
put it up
102 Dalmatians for now.
There you
I
go.
don't think it's as bad as everyone gives the crap for. It's just because it came out with Disney Plus launch day, and it got lost in the shuffle.
Everyone was watching The Mandalorian. They
Everyone
weren't
was
watching
watching
Lady and
other
the Tramp.
stuff. They were
Sorry.
And
either
WandaVision.
watching. They were either
WandaVision.
watching Mandalorian or going back to their nostalgic childhood and watching something else. They were not watching
WandaVision.
Lady and the Tramp. Yeah, WandaVision.
Was
Wanda-
that
Well,
was
no-
that
for sure.
that
No,
didn't air
WandaVision
at
came
the
out 2 months
launch.
later. It didn't come out.
Yeah,
with
that
Did it?
wasn't the launch.
Mhm.
Mando was launch.
The Lion King.
Dude, I despise.
D.
Yeah.
What?
I'm like that too.
Seriously?
I had they did Can You Feel the Love Tonight in the middle of the afternoon, Jake.
I understand that, but like it's still
No.
Jake, it
No.
blows my mind how you defend this movie. Yet, like all I could ever think about when I think about this movie is how disappointed and upset you were when we
They
saw
got
this
rid of
movie.
Be Prepared. Are you kidding me? This is a D tier movie just off of that choice. Like no. D tier. Bye. End of the chat
I mean,
agrees.
I see. I was gonna put it in the B, so I think C is
The
fine.
B no. You could put it the high D's. No.
I
This is
think
n-
a
no.
low C is okay.
No. No.
Did you hear?
No.
We have to
The-
talk about this a little bit. my vote balances this out a little
We
bit.
can put behind Lady and the Tramp.
I don't know, Jake. You've got
It's-
2 D's and a B, and that's like
a
a
B
high
is
D.
a bigger deal than a D. B's
We can
are big
put it
deals for
behind
grades.
you can put it behind Lady and the Tramp.
I don't like.
Yes.
You're telling me
Yes.
that Lady and
Yes.
the Tramp is better than
Yes.
The Lion King.
Yes.
And you haven't even seen it.
Yes. It's still better. I'm
That's
sure I'm
bull.
sure Lady and Tramp evoke more emotion than Simba finding out that his dad died. Like
You know
no.
what? That's BS. That's just. You know what, Jill?
Harrison, I agree with Harrison. The chat plus Brian plus Jill.
Jill, I challenge you to watch Lady and the Tramp and truthfully come back to tell me, yeah, that movie's better than The Lion King.
Okay, I will. Put it behind Lady and the Tramp.
I don't feel comfortable doing that.
Did you guys see the president of Walt Disney saying that he wants to make a Star Wars-esque universe out of the
We're not talking about that right now, Brian. We're talking about the fact that Lion King does not deserve to be behind the.
That's what you're talking about. Jill and I are talking about.
Yeah, everyone else is saying.
I have control.
Be happy I'm letting you put it in the C tier.
Gio and I are on the
Gio's
same page.
the one person.
Gio and I are on the same page right now.
Look, D. Jake is drunk.
Low C is doable.
My B grade allows it to be balanced out. A B is a big deal to a balancing act. Okay?
I'll tell you this. The only thing that's not, for me, even allowing it to be on there is the voice cast.
The voice cast is the only good thing.
That's the only good thing that came out of this
and
movie.
even that sometimes isn't great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it deserves a C tier.
No.
Behind Lady and the Tramp.
It does not.
Okay, fine. We'll compromise. I will put it at a C, but it's behind Lady and the Tramp.
You both.
That's what I said.
Major
C tier behind Lady and the Tramp.
B's are so much better. B is a big deal because it's just two D's added together. Like what the hell?
No. C tier behind Lady and the Tramp.
What does Gabby think? She went with us. Where's Gab?
She doesn't remember.
She doesn't remember.
You guys suck.
You
guys suck.
Well, good thing Molly's not here because
I'm gonna outweigh one of these movies so badly.
That's fine. As long as it's not this one.
Game on. This is the second Maleficent. Maleficent, Mistress of Evil.
Oh, that's the second one?
That is
I didn't see it.
Neither of you saw it?
No.
Just because I thought the first one was.
I was so annoyed by the first one that I protested.
Yeah, the first one bothered me so much that I didn't want to see the sequel.
This is the case. So Maleficent, to me, was the case of doing too much to try to change the story.
Yeah, correct.
Well, and if I remember correctly, because I saw both in theaters, although she's the perfect casting.
Yes.
I don't. And if I'm remembering it correctly, the second one felt extremely unnecessary.
Well, isn't that's what Michelle Pfeiffer was in it and stuff?
Michelle Pfeiffer was the villain. And then there were a lot more. What is her race? There was a lot more
fairies.
I can't believe she's a fairy, but there's a lot more fairies that are discovered.
That was true.
That's
I know that, but I'm just saying, like, I'm shocked that they call her a fairy. But anyway, like Chiwetel Ejiofor was one, and like, I mean, it's definitely not better than The Lion King. So,
so
now everything
I'm gonna put it down here for now.
Everything Jake goes off of now has to base on
is it better than
You're absolutely right, 100%. All right, the first Maleficent.
I'm gonna give this one.
It's not better than The Lion King.
I was gonna give this one a C+.
It's a low.
So was I. I was gonna say high C
because I enjoyed the movie. But I hate because if any character deserves to not have a good guy backstory, it's Maleficent. She is literally the mistress of all evil, and they decided to give her the good guy backstory. Like, no,
they venomed her hard in this.
No.
Like where you're just like,
no, don't like
too
it.
much.
Too much of a difference. She should always be evil. She's pure evil. She should not have just kidding. But like on its own, I enjoyed it. If I take it away from like the original source material completely, I didn't dislike the movie. But if we're gonna go based off the original source material, no.
Nussbaum, you are 100% right. That I still to this day listen to that.
Lana Del Rey's cover of "Once Upon a Dream."
Yeah.
So this goes behind The Lion King, right?
No, it goes.
No, I don't think it would go behind Lion King, but I would put it in front of 102 Dalmatians.
So would I.
God, you guys, so it'd be behind 102 Dalmatians because my ranking balances it out.
Then fine, put it behind 102 Dalmatians. Yeah, that's fine.
Both suck so bad.
That works.
The Little Mermaid, the most recent of the bunch.
S tier, put it in front of Aladdin.
No. Gio disagrees with that. Gio, thank you for the super chat. The Little Mermaid is hands down number one, no argument.
Put it in front of Aladdin.
I will fight to the death.
Did you see it?
Okay, Jill, if you want to put it number 1, which no, I haven't seen it. We're moving.
I didn't have no say.
We're putting the Lion King ahead of Lady and the Tramp because you haven't seen Lady and the Tramp.
Fine.
Yeah, there it is.
Fine. Put Lion King in front of Lady and the Tramp.
I don't know if I'm okay with that though.
Little Mermaid is S tier.
It 100% is S tier. That's no question.
In front of Aladdin.
I don't know if it's in front of Aladdin.
Did you see Little Mermaid?
Yes, I saw it the night it came out with my mom and my sister. Aladdin blew me the F away. Like, it is hard.
Here's my reasoning as to why I believe it should be in front of Aladdin is because with Aladdin there was some stuff I didn't like. Some of the changes, like I didn't like how Aladdin and Jasmine met so quickly in the original. I didn't really enjoy the way they met in the live action. Like kind of in like I liked the way they met better in the original. With Little Mermaid, there was not any changes they made that I didn't like.
So there's one thing that really kicked Little Mermaid in the nards for me.
Which was?
No, was one of the songs.
New
songs.
After listening to it more, I don't dislike that new song. Are you referring to the Scuttle one?
Yes.
I don't dislike that song. I think it works for the character. I think it's a perfect song for that character. Do they need to stop giving Lin-Manuel Miranda so much freaking power in the Disney songs? Yes, they do.
100%. Jake, it literally was, I would literally listen to it and was like, 1, that was not needed. 2, that was 100% him doing that song.
It's 100%. It's a Lin-Manuel Miranda song.
It was literally.
But the point of the song is it's Scuttle, so it's not supposed to be a bop. It's supposed to be obnoxious because that's the character of Scuttle.
Then why is Sebastian singing with?
Because Sebastian's also excited and it's the middle of a song, so he's gonna sing it.
Gabby, we're going to see Little Mermaid this weekend.
Oh, she'll love it. She'll love it.
Okay, so where are you putting it, Brian?
I'm putting it in front of Aladdin.
Choose wisely, Brian.
The choices they made with Eric are great.
Choose
the choices
wisely.
they made with how they got rid of like the plot hole of how Ariel could write her name in the animated one, and this one they're like, no, we're not going to let you write because then you could write to Eric about how you were once a mermaid. No, we're going to.
I will say this.
No,
I will say this. Eric went from my least favorite prince.
He's so good in this.
To top 2, maybe 3. Like the guy that did it, amazing.
The chemistry between Eric and Ariel is so much better than, not so much better, but it is better than the chemistry between Aladdin and Jasmine in the Aladdin movie.
I kind of want to just say, just so I don't have a vote in this, that it's behind Beauty and the Beast.
No!
And then you guys have to figure it out.
No, it's not that far behind. No. S tier number 1.
Brian, you got to be honest.
I honestly don't. I've literally been trying to figure out the last couple of days before we even came up with this topic. Which one I've been. You've
had a couple of days. Your decision is now. What's your decision?
I honestly kind of lean towards Aladdin still being the better one. The taste of that scuttlebutt is still in my mouth.
It's not that bad.
I don't know.
I promise you it's not that bad.
Okay, so
I just realized the taste of that scuttlebutt in my mouth is not a good taste.
It's so perfect for the character. It makes sense.
Here's the deal. So Jill wants it at number 1. Brian has it at number 2. There's no real in between, obviously. The question is, between us 3, do we let the chat decide or do we decide on our own?
We can let the chat decide.
The chat's going to decide number 1. I can already tell. So
right.
I don't know.
So chat. All right, let's do this. Chat, you're going to be the final decision here because I haven't seen it yet.
Is there a poll thing in the chat that you can do?
Yeah, but it just takes too long. There's no point.
Oh.
Just go ahead and comment real quick. Is Aladdin number 1 or is Little Mermaid number 1?
Literally just
out of our 2 choices, which one would you prefer?
No, literally put Aladdin or Mermaid. That's it. Don't put number 1 because we don't know.
Aladdin or Mermaid, one or the other.
Mermaid.
So Lion King above Lady and the Tramp, right? I'm I'm not letting it go. Jill said if Mermaid's #1, Lion King goes above Lady and the Tramp.
Okay,
So
so 1-1, 2-2, or 2-1.
So it's 2-2 currently. Oh,
Okay.
3-2. Jared and Gio both have Little Mermaid. Andy, Blake, and Brian have Aladdin.
I like to I haven't seen Mermaid yet, but I would still put it above Aladdin.
Okay, is there anybody else out there? I mean, we have 22 people watching. Someone out there had to have seen it.
Jared says Mermaid.
So Jared and Gio for Mermaid, and Brian, Blake, and Andy are for Aladdin. Okay, so a couple people have not seen Little Mermaid yet.
It's gonna be its downfall. Nussbaum.
Well, Nussbaum's vote is now rescinded. So, all right. Well, I think for the time being, it looks like Aladdin is going to be the final decision.
That's fine. At least put Little Mermaid behind Aladdin.
It's going to be right there. All right, Mulan.
I haven't seen it. I didn't want to waste my time.
Really?
Oh my God. It wasn't that bad.
I heard it was just terrible.
What?
No, it wasn't terrible.
I think it's a B movie, Brian.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
I wouldn't say A. I think it's above Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'd rather watch that than Alice in Wonderland. Christopher Robin is really good, though.
It's so cute. I don't know why people gave it such a bad rap. It was so good.
Christopher. I think it just took the heat of Winnie the Pooh.
Peter Pan and Wendy.
Didn't see it. Not gonna see it.
I think the next two.
Pete's Dragon. Haven't seen.
I have heard Pete's Dragon is amazing.
So actually, Pete's Dragon is the second highest rating behind the Jungle Book.
Yeah,
it's at like 80. It's like 87% or something, and the Jungle Book's at like 93 or whatever.
I've never seen the animated either, so I have
you haven't seen the animated?
Oh, the animated
I watched it all the time when I was
the animated's great. Yeah. Okay, so we haven't seen the original Jungle Book. We haven't seen Peter Pan and Wendy. We haven't seen Pete's Dragon. Have we seen Pinocchio?
Yes.
I heard it's my mom saw it
Brian?
and she said it was terrible.
You're the only one here, Brian. So where are you putting it?
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
One above Lion King.
That's not fair.
I'm kidding.
That is not fair. If
what?
You're doing that just to spite me. That's
I would put it the top of the D's.
Okay.
Because
it's not letting you. It says not fuck that.
Thing.
It was good. It was visually really good. Everything else was like okay.
Andy, thank you for the emojis, Andy. Thank you, appreciate it.
Do you get to see them? I don't get to see them.
No, it's StreamYard won't allow us to see them. They're on YouTube. All right, are we comfortable? Do we like what we see?
Mermaid should be in front of Aladdin, but
it actually just looks that top tier looks right.
The top tier, the S tier, I agree with. Yeah.
I mean, personally, I would probably put Beauty and the Beast at the very end.
Really?
Tier.
Not a lot of people liked Beauty and the Beast.
I liked it. I liked it, but I liked the other four more. Or the other three, because I haven't seen Little Mermaid, obviously.
I would switch. If I was I would switch Jungle Book and Cinderella.
I might do the same thing.
Really? Because if that's the case, then I'm switching them.
I would maybe switch Jungle Book and
Cinderella was fantastic.
Yeah, I might switch Jungle Book and Cinderella.
The visuals of the Jungle Book, though, like
I know
insanity on top of the voice cast and how well it was done. Like, come on.
Those two, I think I could like really just interchange.
Good thing we did this one without Molly. She would have just been sitting here for.
Molly's like, I haven't seen. Molly's like, I saw 101
well,
Dalmatians.
You know what's funny is I thought about maybe doing an animation ranking and having.
We would have to pick like
Jake.
It would. So hold on. You didn't let me finish.
No, because I literally was gonna send you this idea next week.
Yeah,
I have it I literally have it saved.
The animated
It's
of these, like these
No,
animated films?
just of all of Disney.
like, but we pick ages. We pick ages.
I was gonna say we'd have to do it.
We
like
pick
an
ages. We don't do them
period.
all, but we pick the age. Maybe we do a series where we rank all of Disney animation. We do it by age.
Okay, like the beginnings, the Renaissance, the new
Mhm.
Renaissance. Okay,
Mhm,
yeah,
mhm,
that's
mhm.
cool. We could do that.
Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Bye, Tim.
I'm cool with it. Obviously, like
that's
I
fine.
would truly like The Lion King to be a little higher, just because I do think it's
was
better
so
than some of
bad.
those movies. But I think it's a good list. I think it's a pretty solid list. Yeah, I mean, I definitely need to see more. Those 3 on the bottom, plus
I
mean,
want to
don't know.
see Pete's Dragon.
I didn't
for
see
sure.
Pete's Dragon as well. Yeah,
I
If I
need
was
to
to
see
watch
Cruella.
something-
I've
I
been
need to see
wanting to see
Christopher Robin.
Cruella.
Jill, you are going
No.
to love.
I know I
Cruella is
would love
one of those ones
Cruella.
that's like made for you. Like
Yeah.
Billy said, it's like British punk.
I know I would love
Type.
it. I just never got around to seeing it.
Yeah. So
Mulan, I'll probably watch at some point.
it's not bad.
Mulan is honestly not that bad. It's
Not
it's
bad.
it kind of does. I would say it's the closest one to Maleficent in the sense of like
It's so different.
taking the story and changing
Well, it takes the
but still-
original Mulan story. Doesn't
Yeah,
take doesn't take the
original.
animated story with magic and dragons and stuff. It takes the original
Yeah.
Mulan
The
story.
original folklore.
if you can
Yeah.
get over if you can get over the fact that it's not the Disney animated Mulan,
which I can.
then you'll enjoy it because like visually, like they still
Same Geo, same.
visual, like their camera angles or like all that.
I think
I'll
this
check it out.
Dino says it right. Mulan is just so different. I think it caught people
That's
off
a
guard.
very
I agree.
good way to
I think
put
it's
it.
exactly
Yep.
what happened.
No,
mentioned-
that and people just could not get over the fact that
there was no Mushu.
Mushu, yeah.
Well,
Gordon-
I saw people were upset that she wasn't strong based off of her own will. It was she had magical powers, which is what people were like, why? That kind of
think-
defeats the purpose.
Yeah, in a way, but that is the original folklore. Like that's the story.
Does she
of
have? I don't know the original. I don't know if did she have
in
magic
Mulan, in the
original
Mulan
folklore?
story, as far as I know, the original, she is a savior, and she has like that story is with her. Like that's what.
Well, I
makes
know
her
that, but does
so-
she have magical powers?
Oh, I don't know about
don't-
that, but maybe
I
it
don't
was
remember
hinted
her
at.
having magical powers.
It wasn't really like the magical powers were hinted at. She never used them.
Yeah,
They were hinted that she was like that she had some sort of ability. Essentially,
it was almost kind of just like luck.
yeah, in a way.
So-
Gordon mentions a good one that we can do a Pixar ranking. Absolutely. We're
Oh,
definitely gonna do a lot more rankings.
God.
There's
God, it'd be hard to do a Pixar ranking just because they're all so good.
It would be a bloodbath.
that's
Yeah.
actually a pretty good idea. We might
There'd be
have
a
to
lot
do
of
that.
S tier films.
would
We
be
might
a
have to. We
bloodbath.
might have to do that. We might have to do a
Let's
Pixar.
not do it during Pride Month because there would be a hate crime going on in this podcast.
We're all gonna be fighting each other.
Yeah, it would
Um,
be bad.
I think it's safe to say that you'll probably see a lot more rankings from us. This is a lot of fun, especially when we did our what was it, the fast food one, right? We did the fast food.
Yeah.
one.
Oh
have
God,
to.
yeah.
That created a lot of chaos. So we'll definitely do a lot more of these. But for now, that's what our Disney live action ranking looks like. I will post this on the Twitter and social media too, so everyone can see it out there. And then we'll get to watching some of those other ones as well. Blake, we'll do a Spider-Man ranking at some point once everyone is able to see Spider-Verse, aka
Who
Jill.
made like Prince of Egypt and
DreamWorks.
Oh, is that DreamWorks?
DreamWorks
Okay.
would be a really good ranking as well.
DreamWorks. They also did
The Road to El Dorado, right? Yeah.
Yeah, those ones. I was couldn't remember who did those.
That would be a pretty good ranking.
Did they do Anastasia too?
No, that was Fox,
That was
Oh, okay.
Fox, yeah.
which is now
Um,
Disney.
Which is now Disney, yeah.
So you could buy. They started selling Anastasia pins at Disneyland.
She's a Disney.
Did they
princess.
really?
Mhm.
Oh.
Well, Disney World they did, but yeah, she's
She
technically
is
now a
a-
Disney
She's
princess.
officially a Disney princess.
Harrison, hot take: all the Cars movies are D tier.
I would give the first car a C.
No, the
tier.
first one's not a D tier. No. first
I'd
one-
give the C tier for the first Cars movie.
I was obsessed with that video game. That video game was incredible.
There's a
I
video
didn't even
game.
know they made a
Was
video.
it a racing game?
There was
Did you
such
race?
a fun. There was such a fun video game for that movie. All right. Anyway,
Race.
before we get out of here, chill. If you want to pull them up, let's just go ahead and do a Reddit post, maybe 2, depending on time.
I can do a quick one.
React to these Reddit posts and some of the absurd things that happen on the internet with people. Take it away. Whatever you got.
Well, I got keep talking. I got pull it up.
You're fine. We can do movie rankings. We can do TV show rankings. We can do. I bet you there's a ranking out there for cults, which would be kind of crazy.
Ooh, okay.
A murderer ranking.
Who is the worst cult?
A murderer ranking, which could be interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we can do, but I think rankings are a good fun conversation on this channel for sure.
You know what my friend just
rank animation by decade? Oh my god, that'd be difficult.
You know what my friend just sent me that I completely forgot about. That's like one of those things that you remember you loved so much and then you forget about it and it's just as funny again. Remember the last episode of Mandalorian season 1 where the stormtroopers are punching and stuff?
That was on my Twitter earlier today. Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
Jill,
you.
go ahead.
So I have an Am I the Asshole?
Yeah.
Okay.
So at the end of this, chat,
like these
follow
ones.
along. So at the end of this, I want everyone to vote. Are they the asshole? Are they not the asshole? Is everybody in this story horrible? Or no assholes here? Those are your 4 votes. Not the asshole, yes, the asshole. No assholes here, or everyone sounds horrible. Okay.
Jake over here cringing every time that word gets dropped.
Sorry, I'll put it in the curse. I'll put a thing in the curse bin. Am I the asshole for photoshopping a wedding photo? Hi, everyone. I, 29 female, just got married to Tom, 32 male, 3 weeks ago. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with him. We just came back from our honeymoon in Japan a week later, and I got the wedding photos. My sister was photographer since she has her own business and wanted to gift us all the photos and videos. One of my bridesmaids, Hannah, 29 females, dad passed away, sadly, freak accident before the wedding. She has a necklace he bought her a few years ago, and she wanted to wear it on our wedding day, something she asked on the day. It didn't go with her dress at all, way too loud and long, and I thought it detracted from her dress. However, I didn't see this as a huge hill to die on since I've read about editing wedding photos online and that it's a way for everyone to be happy. So she wore the necklace in the photos, and I asked my sister if she could do me a solid and edit 2 versions of the photo. One copy with the necklace in for Hannah, and one with the necklace without for me. I ended up having that photo printed and put up in the dining room of me and all my bridesmaids. Tom and I threw a barbecue to thank everyone once more for coming to the wedding. It was all going well until Hannah saw the edited photo without the necklace framed on my wall. I explained and told her that I thought it was a nice way to compromise since I did say it didn't go with the outfit at the wedding. She wasn't happy and said the necklace meant a lot to her and it was rude to have it edited out. I apologized but pointed out that we gave her photos where she was wearing a necklace and that I wanted a photo with my original vision on my wall, and there are photos of her where she is wearing the necklace. It was just this one photo of all the bridesmaids and I in front of our venue that I had edited. All the bridesmaids' dresses were handmade by me to match my theme and as a nice memento and part of their thanks for being in my bridal party. If I'd known she wanted to wear the necklace, I would have designed her dress differently. She left pretty quickly after that and had refused to answer my calls or messages of me trying to apologize. Was this an asshole move? She still got to wear the necklace to the wedding and has photos of her in it also, but I wanted the outfits I made for my bridesmaids to be on show, not her dad's necklace. Am I the asshole?
No.
Yep.
Explain your reasonings.
I'm curious in your reasoning, Brian.
It's a dead family member. And it's not your aunt or uncle. It's their dad. And if you had a problem with it that much, you should have.
It's not her wedding.
Then if she was gonna alter it, then she shouldn't have let her wear it at the wedding.
So you're not an asshole because the person. So just to make sure I'm clear, the person who wanted to wear the necklace was a bridesmaid.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
It's not their day. It's not their decision. It's not their decision to
their
wear
dead.
what they want.
So put yourself in that situation. You're at my wedding.
She did wear the necklace to the wedding.
You're at my wedding. Your mom dies. You had something that you wanted to wear in it, and I said no. That wouldn't piss you off?
No, it's your wedding. It's your decision for what It's so like, for example, when Gabby and I got married last year, it was, hey, guys wear this, girls wear this, you're wearing this jewelry or this jewelry, you're not allowed to wear this or this. Like, it is groom and bride's decision on what your bridal party wears. No question. And
then
like,
she should have told her to not wear it.
I'm sure she did.
She said she allowed it.
It says she allowed it.
Yeah.
Well, she probably didn't want to be an asshole about it. So she decided to Photoshop it out. Either way, she's not an asshole, in my opinion. She's not an asshole.
So
Jill, what do you think?
I would say no one is the asshole. Because I would say no assholes here because she got to wear the necklace at the wedding. Like if that was me and like one of my bridesmaids' dads just tragically died, I'd be like, I'm still happy that you are here as my bridesmaid. So you can wear whatever memento that reminds you of her passing father that you want.
Yeah, Jill bailed on just because she had COVID.
I did have COVID. Fuck off. So she did get to wear the necklace to the wedding, but that's not what the bride envisioned. So she created photos for herself that she only kept in her home and didn't like post them online. She said, here's this one photo that I'm going to have of just this, and I'm going to give you other photos with you in the necklace. So I don't think anyone is really in the wrong.
I don't, on this. That makes sense. I just think this seems very much like not kind of like a lose-lose. Someone's feelings going to get hurt.
It's a lose-lose situation.
I guess what could have been done is like, and obviously there's stuff throughout the entire day, but the bride could have said, I would love for you to wear it, but is there a chance you could take it off for a photo?
Or put it underneath the dress.
Yeah, like something just like so they could get that one shot or like
that.
I mean, but the last thing I would do is if like one of my bridesmaids' dads passed away and the only thing that person has is a necklace, I'm not going to be like, sorry, you can't wear that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I guess, and I don't want this coming off like I'm heartless.
No, not at all.
But
it's ruthless.
That's fine. That's fine. Whatever. But it obviously is a very sucky situation.
Yeah.
But that bridesmaid needs to understand, like, it's not about her.
I think what you said is asked, hey, can we just do one picture with exactly how I
am?
But that's how it I think that's how it should have been done instead of editing out the photo. That's probably a little bit better to do.
That's why I'm kind of siding with the bride a little bit, because it's coming off, and obviously this is only one side, but it's coming off like the bridesmaid wouldn't compromise.
If she wasn't compromised,
like that, she wasn't giving into not wearing it. Essentially,
personally, it's the bride let her wear it. That's
absolutely.
Like, so for me, if she was fine with her wearing it at the wedding,
she was. There is an update.
Hold on, but if she was fine with
her
wearing it,
did she just text you or something?
Yeah. No, there's an update at the bottom of the post.
So
I wanted everyone's opinion first.
Here's my logic.
Someone you know, Jill?
No, yeah, it's one of my bridesmaids.
It's your sister. Here's my thing. She was fine. She ended up being fine with it to wear at the wedding. Okay, that trumps everything in my opinion. So if she was fine with that, the bridesmaid should have been fine with being like, hey, can I just have one picture of what I had planned out?
And it sounds like the bridesmaid wasn't compromising.
So it sounds like if that's the case, then the bridesmaid is that.
So here is the general consensus in the Reddit post was no assholes here.
Yeah.
No assholes here. Everyone had a correct opinion. There are no assholes. Here's the update. So Hannah is the bridesmaid. Mm-hmm. So this is the update from the original poster. Update. Hannah's in the bathroom and we've just been out for coffee, so I'm going to add a quick update. We have worked this out. Hannah has gifted me a set of photos of behind-the-scenes wedding photos she and the other bridesmaids took for me as a surprise. She wants the cover to be the photo of us all in front of the venue with no necklace. I apologized for not having told her I have a personal vision without the necklace and explained my reasoning. So the bride did not tell her that during the wedding day that she had that vision.
So then that's on the bride's fault for not saying that.
Correct. So the bride, so the bride didn't say, "I have this vision, don't wear it." So the bride
losers
never
on
said that.
both sides.
So she thanked me for letting her wear the necklace and apologized as she realized her necklace imposed on the dress we made together and understands why I wanted that photo to be clear as a memento and reminder of being so close to everyone in the process. We're going to go shopping for a small album to put them in and have lunch somewhere.
Oh my God, girl.
Hooray.
Fucking women, I swear.
Happy ending.
Yeah. I mean, it was just
so glad I'm a guy.
very much. You deal with stuff that's
So
just right
glad
there.
I'm a guy.
Yeah, that whole situation was just kind of effed from the beginning.
You just literally tell guys, "Hey, here you go. All right, cool."
Yeah,
Pretty much. Yeah, I don't think there's any winners in that situation.
Yeah, that one's a little rough. Once you have a dead parent, it's like
you don't want to be like,
it's a touchy
sorry.
thing. It's
for sure. Yeah. So that's why I saved that one, because I was like, I feel like this could have differing opinions. So I've saved a lot. Some I've saved where it's like, obviously they're the asshole and this story is crazy. Like I've saved a couple of those, and I've saved others where it's like,
I would have
might have some different opinions.
We should have had Sean on that for this. I would love to hear Sean.
I don't know how he would feel about it.
That's why
knowing Sean though, he'd either be like, yeah, no, she shouldn't have the necklace, or he would be like, it's just a necklace.
Gio, that's why I said to Jake he's not completely cleared from it. Via proxy.
Come on.
I'd be curious. I personally, I just want to hear Sean just go off on like, yeah, she's an absolute asshole.
Jill, what we
he'd probably just say like, it's a necklace. Why is it a big deal? Is probably what.
Yeah, I was gonna say what you could do is you can record it and it could be like a TikTok or something.
What do you think of this?
But yeah, no, I think that's the Reddit post of the week. I think for sure, depending on time, Reddits are definitely going to become a weekly thing.
I don't care about any other Reddit. I just want these ones.
The Reddit posts are fun to kind of go over and just talk about it. It's a cool conversation starter.
I've literally got like a ton. So like
I think we'll save them for when Molly is back.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna.
Or do we want to do another? I mean,
I kind of want to do one more.
I have a short one.
Do a short. Let's do a short one then. Let's do a short one.
Okay. It's another. Am I the asshole? Because it's a short one. Am I the asshole for telling my wife she shouldn't attend a family wedding if I'm not invited?
Oh.
What?
What? This could be bad.
Last weekend, my 34 male wife, 35 female, received an invitation to her eldest sister's wedding. The invitation states that she and our 3 children are invited with no mention of me. Example, 4 seats have been reserved in honor of wife, child, and child.
What?
I was insulted and thought my wife would agree that it is rude, but after she spoke to her mother to clarify if I really wasn't invited, she said she is still planning to attend. I said it wouldn't be fair for her to go without me and that I don't give consent for my children to go without their father. She said I'm being unreasonable as her nieces and nephews will be there and it's a big family event. My argument is that if it's so important the whole family attends, then I should be invited. If not, then it can't be that important and she shouldn't go. Who's the asshole here?
There's one key thing that you need to answer this. What is the reasoning for not inviting him?
Is there a reason?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
The reason. I need to know the reason as to why. I can't answer because
if there's no reason.
Then the sister's an asshole for not inviting.
Then the wife is the asshole for going.
Yes.
No. First of all, the sister is an asshole for not inviting him. The mom is an asshole for not sticking up for him, and then the wife is a double asshole for not sticking up for her husband.
100%.
So, that whole family of women, by the way, if there's no reason, what the hell are you doing with them? If that's the case?
Yeah, let's hear this reason.
There's a reason. I found it in the comments. Here's from a commenter. Before the original poster nukes his comments, here's why he's not invited.
This must be the sister.
So this is a comment that the original poster made within the Reddit thread.
Okay.
Nothing like that. There was an issue of chronic infidelity on my part that we have dealt with as a couple and moved forward from. Yep. Around that time, we also decided they didn't like an arrangement my wife and I had, which is that she worked for my company off the books. My business now makes enough to pay her salary, so that's not an issue anymore, but things were difficult when trying to get the business off the ground. So husband was a serial cheater, so the family's like, no, we're not inviting him to the wedding.
This may be a hot opinion.
Why do I feel like I'm listening to what is happening in the affair right now, which I'm watching with Gabby? Anyway, go ahead.
I don't like it. I don't agree with it. But I think he should have still been invited.
He still should have been invited.
Yeah.
See,
Because so I get it. He's a cheater, and I understand it. Like if I were to if this was a situation, and say that my sister's future husband, we find out like he's just cheating, like it's his thing, whatever. But he's still part of the family, and my sister is still giving him the benefit of the doubt. They're working on things like whatever.
If they're still together,
he's still part of it.
Yeah.
And in the same case in this, like that is the father to your 3 nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Still part of their lives on a daily basis. Your sister is still giving him a chance, still working on things, still with him. He needs to be invited.
If the sister has given you, or if the wife is still going through with it, in my opinion, as long as it's not like abuse, like physical, then unless there's a threat of violence, he probably should just
like obviously there might be some underlying things, but cheating is like awful. Like
it's horrible.
It's awful. And again, I'm watching The Affair with Gabby, and the way that they highlight cheating is just like, my God. But he still should have been invited because the wife is still making a choice to be with him.
Yeah. I like this comment. It says, "You're the asshole. I wouldn't want you at my wedding if I were them." Your wife clearly doesn't want you there all that much either, because she's just going along with it.
Like if I was him, I'm like, okay, maybe I need to pull this.
I think it would depend.
Also, why isn't she a bridesmaid? Why aren't you your sister's bridesmaid?
Sometimes that's just not.
Yeah, sometimes it's not a thing.
Yeah.
But either way, just ignore him then. If you have that much of a problem with him, you still need to invite him. It sucks because you don't like him, but then you just ignore him.
I would say it would depend on how fresh it is. Was this within the past like 6 months, or was this like 4 years ago? I think that also plays a favor.
Yeah, if it's going on like currently, like that's a thing.
Yeah.
But if it was something, I guess the word chronic is like pretty serious, obviously.
At the end of the day, though, it's not his wedding. Like the girl can really, and the bride can really invite whoever she damn well pleases.
But honestly,
the question is the wife the asshole?
Yes.
For still going.
Yes. 100%.
Well, that's what I said earlier. The wife is the asshole for not sticking up for her husband.
Yeah.
If
they're trying to make it work
like that, like so that is essentially, and they're not in this situation obviously, but that's like me not inviting my sister's fiance.
Yeah, I like John Booz's comment. If it's current, then don't bring that energy to the wedding.
100%.
Yeah.
If it's still so hot, like in the minds of everyone that's going to be there, then yeah. That's a distraction. You don't need to be there. Like if it just happened and everyone's still talking about it, absolutely not.
Yeah.
But if it's been like over a year, 2 years, then yeah, you're being a dick.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
We should get, I would love to have Gabby on these things. She would give some hot ass takes.
That's why we keep her away. Especially with those pregnancy emotions right now. So.
Oh gosh.
All right, everybody.
Has she gotten into cravings yet?
She's she's had cravings.
Like wild ones, nothing.
Nothing crazy, no.
That's boring. I want to hear like ice cream and nacho cheese or some weird crazy.
Her cravings for just her regular
Baskin Robbins, I'm sure.
Mine would be like pickles dipped in mayo. Like that would be like
yeah, she doesn't. It's nothing like that.
Like
she kind of already eats weird at times anyway with some stuff, but it's her normal cravings for the things that she loves has just intensified.
Baskin Robbins, I'm sure, has been.
Not necessarily Baskin. No? It's just ice cream in general, like whether it be Cold Stone or frozen yogurt or ice cream. She has cravings every once in a while for something like In-N-Out. She has really hard cravings for Asian food, so like sushi, not sushi, but like cooked sushi or Chinese food, pho and ramen.
Yeah, you've been having some dad cravings for Sonic. I keep seeing that pop up.
That's her.
Then you're walking out with the cherry limeade, bragging about it every
Absolutely.
Time. It was so good right now.
It was what day was it? I think it was Friday night last week. I came home and I did a bunch of work around the house and I was like dead dog tired. And I sat on the couch probably at like 7:30. My knees were hurting a little bit. And the second I sat down, she was like, "Ugh, you know what sounds good right now is Sonic." I'm like, tell me that right now. And she was like, "Yeah, maybe I'll go get it." I was like, "You should go get it." And then she was like, "All right, I'll go get it." So she went and got it. I went up, got work, and she brought back a cherry limeade. I was so
sweet.
Is it close to you?
Like 15 minutes. Not bad. Yeah, it's pretty close. It's like right around the corner from the mall. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, that's going to wrap up the show for this evening. Thank you all for watching, hanging out as we talked our way through the Disney live action remakes. And they did some Reddit posts. The Reddit posts are always a lot of fun. We'll definitely be bringing that back and doing that because that's always a blast to do. Plugs as far as us and other channels and stuff. All the links are in the description.
Did we put Gio's this up?
Yes,
we did it earlier. Okay. Yeah.
Just making sure.
Don't need to go through it one by one. They're all down there. All of our Twitters, our other channels, everywhere you can find us. It's all down there. Go ahead and check that out. Also, just highly recommend the Patreon if you guys are interested. A lot of fun things are happening over there. We talk about it all the time, but we have bar trivia. We have watch-alongs. We have Brian Tries, which will be coming back very, very soon. May was a disaster of a crazy month, so we'll be getting back to Brian Tries this month.
Yeah, we can maybe multiple. Not this week.
Yeah, we're gonna try to knock.
We talked about doing everyone but Brian Tries.
Yeah, we have a couple ideas for that show, which is a lot of fun. Go and check it out.
So, don't see me on that.
The links
I might stream tomorrow, by the way.
Ooh.
Okay, well there you go. Brian will finally stream. We talked about it on the Whiskey Jedi last week about you not streaming. So hopefully they got after you for that one, Brian. So
who? What?
We talked about it on the Whiskey Jedi last week. The guys brought it up and the guys watching, and I was like, yeah, you guys should hammer them down about streaming more. So I don't know if anybody messaged you or not, but
it's hard when your mom's just walking around in the background. So, but if I do it earlier in the day,
fair
before she gets off work, then we're fine.
All good. All right. Well, there it is. That is the show for this week. Check out the Patreon. All the links in the description for Jill, Brian, Molly, and myself. Thank you all for watching, and we will catch you guys next time. Bye, guys.